Hello and welcome to Today at the Games. My name is Edward Russell and we are coming to you live from the city of Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia. This country of 17 million is hosting the Games for the very first time, and their spectacular opening ceremony last night showed their pride in this achievement. Now, over 550 Team Singapore athletes are here, and you can watch them competing by tuning into daily action at the Games on MeWatch. Do go to mewatch.sg/SEAGames for the schedules. If you're the type who prefers a compact package, then tune into Today at the Games at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 5 and MeWatch. And on that note, let's kick off day one with some nice shiny medals. We're going to take you over to the Moradok Techo Aquatic Centre, where the Singapore swimmers have once again produced the goods. And who came up with Singapore's 1,000th gold medal at the Games? Well, let's find out.
Then the defending champion, Kwa Zheng Wen, 49.25, his personal best at the World Championships last year. Silver medalist in this event as well in 2015. Faster than anyone else in 2023, Jonathan Tan, the second Southeast Asian to dip below 49 seconds this year, 48.90, which he swam at the snags, 48.34. Rowan, do you think Jonathan can do it? Well, last year was the first time in 3 games that the top 2 did not go sub 50 seconds at the Southeast Asian Games. But Johnny, though, in lane number 4 is slowly creeping up now and really showing his prowess. Kwa Zheng Wen ensuring that he's going to keep the gold medal in his grasp. But it will be Johnny Tan who turns in first place just ahead of Kwa Zheng Wen. His underwaters is absolutely superb. Zheng Wen is last surface and he's just slightly ahead of John now. The rest of them blitzed, just keeping up with the Singaporeans who are putting on a smoke show at the moment. A huge charge coming through from the Filipino in lane number 5, Jared Hatch, but it will be a little too late, and it will be Johnny Tan who'll take home the gold medal for the very first time, just ahead of Kwa Zheng Wen, who touches home in second spot, and I believe Jeremy Loic touches home in third for Vietnam. We'll have a look at the final results. Jeremy's celebrating at the moment in lane number 1. It seems as if he's just made his way into the podium. 48.99 as well. Kwa Zheng Wen also a personal best. My goodness, what a race that was, Rowan.
I know. I think Johnny was happy with the gold medal, but I think he was a little bit upset that it was a little bit outside of the Olympic qualification time.
Here's Johnny, winner. 100 freestyle for the very first time. 48.80 seconds.
I think it went by faster than I thought. I was quite focused on it, but yeah, a PB is a PB and I'm quite happy about it. Yeah.
What's one thing you did differently this year to get a gold medal?
I think I focused more on myself instead of the people around me, and I was just aiming for a time instead of hitting first, so I think that worked out. Yeah.
It's going to be a quick turnover for Zheng Wen for the 100 meters backstroke finals. And then the 4-time defending champion, Kwa Zheng Wen, trying to become the second male swimmer to win an event 5 times in a row and go beyond 15 individual gold medals, a feat that he currently shares with Joe Schooling. All about starts, breakouts, turns. Now when it comes to that, one of the features of our backstroke event, of course, is to see the breakouts and seeing who's last to emerge. Usually it's Kwa Zheng Wen, and once again it is Kwa Zheng Wen, just slightly ahead of Gerard Jacinto in lane number 3. It will be Zheng Wen who will turn just slightly ahead of Jacinto. And it is a very close race at the moment, and usually the work is done right here. Has he been gassed out from that 100 meters freestyle earlier on? Because Jacinto is putting a charge on here in the final 25 meters. Farrell Tunkas coming back strong. Kwa Zheng Wen needs to hold on now. Needs to hold on. Has got 15 to go, 10 to go. Kwa Zheng Wen will win it for the 5th time in a row. And that is a new record. That is 6 medals for Kwa Zheng Wen, more than any other male swimmer in the history of the Southeast Asian Games. 55.22 seconds, as we said earlier on, it's far from his personal best, but still good enough to win the gold medal in Southeast Asia. Farrell Amandio Tankas, 55.80 seconds, 55.99. Those 3 swimmers.
I mean, I had the 100 free right before that. It was a good race against my teammate Jonathan. So, I mean, I was just going to the 100 back, trying to recover as quickly as possible, and give it all my all, and I managed to come out on top this time, so I'm happy with that. I managed to get the goal for Singapore, and yeah, that's all I can really ask for.
It's 3 of the 4 that have won it over the last couple of years, the last couple of games. That is Tingwen, and Amanda. So Laos swimming in lane number 1, Malaysia with Sun Chi, the first swimmer, swimming in lane number 2. Thailand, of course, in lane number 3. They have got Kaman Chanok as their first swimmer, as we'd always expect in the 100 meters, going out very quickly. Fast changeover with a super turn, as she always does, and then coming home strong.
Every chance counts when it comes to trying to book a ticket to the Olympics. So it's great to see her going out first.
So she will touch home first, and will hand it over to Marina Chan right now, and that is a very quick time, 55.85 seconds. Not her quickest, of course. She's got a personal best of 54.62 seconds. It's all about the changeovers. They have to watch. You have been part of relay squads before, especially going down with the breaststroke leg. It's so very dangerous, isn't it, watching for the changeovers, Rowan? Keeps that to 1-stroke lead, just ahead of the Philippines in lane number 5. We've got Miranda Renner swimming for them. Xiandi Chua all set and ready to go right now. In fact, if anything else, Marina's extended the lead as she hands it over to Tingwen. There's swum and won already this evening, and it comes in the relay, of which they've been dominating big time over the year. Hua Jingwen, personal best in the 100 meters freestyle. So Jingwen will hand it over to Amanda, who's already clocked 56.39 this year at the snags. Well, that's a very, very careful exchange, isn't it? Amanda making sure. Well, year after year, we're just wondering whether this will be the last SEA Games for the likes of Amanda and Tingwen. Team Singapore, unless there's a disqualification, will win their 1,000th gold medal of the Southeast Asian Games. Appropriately, it comes from the pool. Appropriately, it comes from a bunch of swimmers who've given them glory for so long over the last decade and a half.
That is just incredibly fast in 2019.
Yeah. And it's 3:44.29. Not quite the emphatic fashion and win that we had in 2019, but still big enough for a 3.73 seconds victory over the Philippines.
First one for me for the game, so first one's always a bit nerve-wracking. We, just arrived 2 days ago, so I was a bit nervous before this one, as I always am. But it was great to start off with a relay with 3 of, these swimmers I train with every day. So nice to have them with me behind the blocks.
This goal is the 1,000 gold medal for Singapore. SEA Games. Talk about it. Sounds about that.
Honestly, I didn't really know until my sister told me that my brother got the 999th gold for the 100 back. So then she was like, actually, but we got the number 1,000 one. And I was like, it didn't really spark anything in me until I realized after, and it's a pretty cool feat to say. But yeah, I just enjoyed racing next to them. So yeah.
Yeah, so a golden day in the swimming pool, and particularly what an achievement by those ladies, grabbing Singapore's 1,000th gold medal across all editions of the Games. It is no doubt a moment that they will remember for the rest of their lives. Stay with us here on Today at the Games. Plenty more highlights coming up, including esports, boxing and Silat. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back to Today at the Games. We are coming to you live from Phnom Penh, the capital city of Cambodia, and coming up shortly, the Silat squad will be showing their depth. First up though, we go over to the Olympia Mall, where the esports team started their competition.
Esports made its debut as a SEA Games sport in 2019, and it features for a 3rd time at the Cambodia edition. League of Legends Wild Rift is, however, making just its 2nd appearance. The massively popular game is a mobile and console version of the epic League of Legends. It's a multiplayer online battle arena game, where teams of 5 battle to destroy the enemy's nexus or home base. Teamwork, skill and quick decision-making is needed for victory. Team SG would need to be in top gear to defeat the Philippines in their opening match at the Olympia Mall. But it was Team Philippines who were quicker to find their footing. They demonstrated a dominant performance, quickly taking the lead in the first game and never looking back. They displayed excellent teamwork and communication, each player executing their role to perfection. In contrast, Singapore struggled with the pace of the game and couldn't find the opportunity to make a comeback. In the best of 5, the Philippines ran out 3-0 winners.
I guess as a team, we know that the Philippines are the best team. The players that they brought in this year is really strong and really strong locally, like regionally. So that's why we have to think of something different to play against them. Currently, the champions are the Vietnamese. However, this year they brought in a different set of players. I'm not sure how will they fare against us and also the Philippines. Last year we got a bronze, but this year we will try our best to get a silver back.
It's not all over for Singapore yet, though. They do have a shot at the final if they beat host country Cambodia.
There's the welterweight 67 kg category, and from Singapore.
Round
let's see whether or not Junjia is able to make an inroad here. Well, a great covering up there, I would say, by Junjia. He was struck a couple of times on the gloves there. And just listen to the Cambodians. But some lovely counter-punching there. Very nice work. Okay, fairly level, very even. But I have to say, good control from Tan Junjia Belvan. Round 2. Here we go. Oh, that's a beauty. That's an absolute cracker. What a right hand there from Junjia. Wow. Singapore fans will be really happy with the situation at the moment. Fighter, there's no question about that. Another brilliant shot, and it's now another count. The second count in the round. Great work there from Junjia. Here we go. Round 3, final round. He takes the punishment on his... Oh, that's a beauty! Right on the target, right on the nose. It's an uppercut there as well, gets to the mark. I tell you what, he's doing brilliantly at the moment, Junjia. This is a very impressive performance by the Singapore boxer, finding the target at will. After 2 standing counts, the Cambodian knows he's got another one. That'll be 3 standing counts. That will be the 3rd standing count. Fabulous crossover with the right hand. Standing counts, and there's no need to risk it. 4 seconds, 3, and counting down, and then a good jab to finish. And in fact, there's a bit of mocking going on right at the end there. There you go. The contest is finished.
In the right corner from Singapore.
Well, it was a split decision. I can't understand that at all, but there we go. The final score is confirmed, and then he moves forward to the next round with confidence. Well done, Singapore's Tan Junjia.
The Pencak Silat competition got underway at the Troy Changva Convention Centre today. Team Singapore featured in 4 events. In the men's artistic regu, the trio of Muhammad Hafiz, Muhammad Nazrul and Muhammadinil Mustafa came up against regional stalwarts Indonesia. Singapore, who last won gold in this event at the 2019 Games in the Philippines, scored a total of 9.925 points with their routine. But Indonesia booked their passage through to the semi-finals with this 9.965 routine.
We definitely did better than our training. We went beyond our standards and expectations. I believe we can even go greater heights from here on because of the experience we got from facing one of the quality matchups in the SEA Games.
Maybe some of our moves can be more explosive, but whatever we put in the ring just now was to our best ability lah. We are definitely grateful to be able to go against one of the top teams in Southeast Asia, which is Indonesia. They've been a top team for a very long time, so this is definitely a good experience lah, that we are able to get that feeling of having a matchup against a strong team.
Probably it was just the adrenaline, but definitely we performed like it's the finals. So we left the arena with no regrets.
In the women's artistic regu, Singapore was represented by the trio of Amira Binti Sahrin, Ifa Batrisha and Noor Ashikin. Their routine of precise and dynamic movements got a score of 9.950. That was enough to beat Vietnam's score of 9.930 to book a semi-final spot. In the men's Tunggal quarterfinal, Singapore was represented by Muhammad Iqbal, who won a gold medal in this event at the Hanoi Games in 2022. This afternoon, he put in an almost flawless performance to score 9.935 to edge out Brunei's Abdullah Mohamed Sohaimi and seal a place in the semi-finals.
I mean, it was great to be back in the arena, competing once again in SEA Games, representing Singapore. And yeah, I mean, it feels I'm very comfortable inside the gelanggang, inside the arena. And I mean, I'm always ready to compete, and hopefully tomorrow I'm able to do even better than today and hopefully get the goal for Singapore.
In the women's Tunggal event, Singapore's Siti Nazura is also through to the semis after narrowly edging out Brunei's Nur Washika Azima with a score of 9.94.
Very happy, but I don't want to get too excited because I want to focus for the next performance. But definitely very, very happy.
Yes, well done to the Silat team and all the best for their semi-finals tomorrow at the Convention Centre. You're watching Today at the Games, and the final stretch is fast coming up as we rewind back to the very start of the day, which saw two young men write their names in the history books. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Today at the Games, where on day one here in Cambodia, two young men wrote their names into the history books. In the morning, Bryce Chong grabbed Singapore's first medal of the Games in the aquathlon. And in the afternoon, Noah Lim won Singapore's first gold medal of the Games in Jiu-Jitsu in defence of his title. Here's a look at our heroes.
Team Singapore bagged its first medal at the 32nd SEA Games in Cambodia early Saturday morning. It came thanks to Bryce Chong, who claimed the bronze medal in the men's aquathlon individual final. Fifth after the 500-metre swim, he then overtook opponents in the 2.5-kilometre run to be third across the line in 15 minutes and 39 seconds. This was the 26-year-old's first individual medal after winning a silver in the mixed relay team triathlon event at the 2019 edition in the Philippines.
You know, I'm really stoked to win the bronze medal for today, and especially it's the first medal for Singapore as well. So, but I think, cutting to the chase, I think we will have just a mini celebration of it, and then have to go back to recovering and resting and, getting back up in 100% because I still have an event on Monday as well. Yep.
Yeah, that's right, Bryce. You're racing again on Monday in the triathlon. But can I just ask you, are you happy with the bronze, or do you felt you could have gone for silver or even gold?
I think in this situation, as always, every athlete will always say that they can always do better, But I think in this situation, I did follow every process that I ever planned out. I think everything was executed, and then if whatever I gave and my 100% was the bronze, and I should be happy about it, and I'm indeed happy about it. So yeah, I think I'm still happy with the bronze, and having the first medal of Singapore. I mean, what more can I ask for?
Singapore's first gold medal of the Games came via a 20-year-old. Noah Lim starting his gold medal quest with a convincing win over Vietnamese Hu Kang Nguyen in the quarterfinal of the Jiu-Jitsu's men's Nawasa Gi under 69-kilogram category. The two-time gold medalist took control from the top for almost the entire 5-minute fight, eventually winning by submission with 4 seconds remaining. Seven contestants took part in this event in a knockout format. In a rematch of the semi-finals of the last edition in Hanoi, Noah started strong against Malaysia's Adam Akaksha and took a 4-point lead within a minute. Adam tried to fight back, but Noah did well to contain his opponent. In the last minute, he held firm from the side, restricting Adam's movement, and would hold on for a 4-0 win. Noah then kept his momentum in the final against Laos Slayman Jedidiah Pomsabat and took just 45 seconds to finish the gold medal contest, winning by submission. This is Noah's third gold medal in the SEA Games and the first for Team Singapore in the 2023 Cambodia Games. He had also bagged gold medals at the 2019 Games in the Philippines in the under 62 kilogram class and at the 2022 Hanoi Games in the under 69 kilogram category.
It's always an honor for me to represent Singapore, and it's very nice to come back to SEA Games. I think this was especially special for me because I actually got injured like 1 week before. I dislocated my finger. It was a very bad dislocation. So I was like, if you guys could see, I was fighting with like one hand. So it was much harder, and I was like, so the challenge was a much bigger challenge for me now. So it's very nice that even despite the injury, I could still do my best and get the gold medal again for Singapore. Yeah, it's a great honor that I managed to get the first gold for Singapore, and I'm sure many more goals will come. Yeah.
Well, of course, it's always great to win a gold, and hopefully this is a sign of things to come for Team Singapore. Whatever it is, I think this has been a tremendous games, and I'm looking very much forward to the rest of the games with Team Singapore athletes.
In the men's Nawazagi under 62 kilogram class, Singapore's Amarul Shafiq took on Thailand's Suajat Kuntong in his first round-robin fight. The SEA Games debutant didn't get the start he wanted and lost the fight by submission within 1 minute 30 seconds. But Amarul would bounce back stronger to get past the Philippines' Mangabat Myron Miles in his second fight, winning it in the last second by a 5-2 scoreline. The 29-year-old went on to claim another win over Cambodia's Andrew Tan before facing Vietnam's Hu Kong Nguyen in a winner-take-silver fight. That after Thailand's Suajat Kuntong won all his 4 round-robin matches. But his last fight against Vietnam's Tang Chan Van ended with a 4-all draw, narrowly losing out by 1 advantage, which meant he had to settle for a joint bronze medal.
So a golden day one for Singapore here in Cambodia. Noah Lim kicking off the gold rush before those 4 golds came from the pool as well. 5 golds as it stands, 2 silvers and 4 bronzes for Team Singapore, leaving them second, the host nation Cambodia, at the moment ahead with a total of 19 medals. And on the subject of medals, congratulations once again to the ladies for winning the 1,000th SEA Games gold for Singapore. I'm sure this is something that they will treasure for the rest of their lives. The first edition of the Games was back in 1959, and now in 2023 we have reached the milestone of 1,000 gold medals. That achievement done on the back of athletes past and present. And on that note, today at the Games is signing off for its first show from Cambodia. And make sure you check out mewatch.sg/SEA Games for the schedules. The swimming heats are on at 10 a.m. tomorrow on MeWatch, and we start the daily action at the Games on Channel 5 at 3 p.m. So plenty to look forward to. We will see you then. Until then, my name is Edward Russell, and good night for now.